I was supposed to be married next week. The tux was ready, the venue was booked, and the invitations had gone out. My fiancée, Becca, was everything I had hoped for. Smart, beautiful, and supportive. At least, that's what I thought until I stumbled upon the truth. Becca and I had been together for 3 years, and I'd fallen hard. She seemed perfect, kind-hearted, funny, and accepting of the fact that I had a 7-year-old daughter, Mia, from my previous marriage. Mia lived with me part-time, spending weekends and holidays with her mother Carmen. My relationship with Carmen was civil, not friendly, but we managed for Mia's sake. Becca always said she was fine with my situation, even supportive of my co-parenting arrangement. But as our wedding date approached, things started to change. Becca began acting strangely whenever Mia was around, and small incidents started piling up that made me uneasy. First, Becca began to complain about Mia's behavior. She'd say things like, "Mia's a little too rough with the dog," or "she never picks up her toys." These were minor issues, typical for a 7-year-old, but Becca made them sound like character flaws. Then she started bringing these concerns up in front of Mia, making her feel bad about things that were hardly her fault. I chalked it up to pre-wedding stress and tried to smooth things over. Then came the more troubling incidents. One weekend, Mia came home from Carmen's place upset because her favorite stuffed animal, a bunny she's had since she was a baby, was missing. Mia was certain she left it at my house, but we couldn't find it anywhere. A few days later, I found it stuffed in the back of a closet, torn and dirty. I was shocked. I had no idea how it got there, but Mia was devastated. Becca claimed ignorance and suggested Mia might have done it herself out of carelessness. That didn't sit right with me, but I had no proof, so I let it go. Next, Becca suggested that we redecorate Mia's room. She said it was outdated and that Mia would love something more grown up. I agreed, thinking it would be a nice gesture, but when I saw the new decor, my heart sank. The room was stripped of anything that might comfort a young child. Gone were the bright colors, the stuffed animals, and the princess bedding Mia adored. Instead, the room was bare, almost clinical, with neutral colors and adult furnishings. When Mia saw it, she burst into tears. Becca acted surprised, saying she thought Mia would like the big girl room. But I couldn't shake the feeling that this was more about making the space less welcoming for Mia than anything else. The final straw came when I overheard a conversation between Becca and one of her friends. They were discussing the wedding, and Becca mentioned how relieved she would be once Mia was out of the picture. She said that with Carmen getting full custody, we could focus on our life together without any distractions. My blood ran cold. I confronted Becca immediately, demanding to know what she meant. That's when the truth came out. Becca admitted that she had been trying to push Mia out of our lives. She wanted our marriage to be just us, without any interference from my past. She confessed to manipulating situations to make Carmen feel like Mia was better off with her full-time. The stuffed bunny, the harsh criticisms, the room makeover. It was all part of her plan to make Mia feel unwelcome and to convince Carmen that I was an unfit father. As Becca spoke, I felt a wave of betrayal wash over me. This woman, whom I loved and trusted, had been plotting against me and my daughter. She didn't see Mia as part of our family. She saw her as an obstacle to be removed. I didn't wait for her to finish. I took the engagement ring off her finger and told her to pack her things. I couldn't even look at her. She tried to apologize, to explain that she was only thinking of our future, but her words meant nothing to me. I realized then that the person I thought I knew didn't exist. The woman I was going to marry was a stranger, someone who could hurt an innocent child just to get what she wanted. As Becca left, I felt a strange sense of relief. I had dodged a bullet, a deadly one. The wedding was off, and I knew I had made the right decision. I could never forgive Becca for what she did, but more importantly, I couldn't forgive myself if I had let her into our lives. In the days that followed, I called Carmen and told her everything. She was understandably furious, not at me, but at the situation. We agreed to continue co-parenting as we always had, with Mia's well-being as our top priority. I've been reflecting a lot since then. I loved Becca, or at least I thought I did, but now I see that love isn't just about how someone makes you feel. It's about how they treat the people you care about, especially those who are most vulnerable. In the end, I chose Mia over my own happiness, and I would do it again without hesitation. So, am I the asshole for canceling the wedding and kicking Becca out? Some might say I overreacted, that I should have tried to reassure Becca, to help her feel like life with Mia was less of a competition. But I know in my heart that I made the right choice. Mia is my daughter and she deserves to be loved and accepted, not pushed aside for someone else's convenience. Becca taught me a hard lesson, but it's one I'll never forget. I'm moving forward, focusing on Mia and rebuilding our lives. The house feels emptier without Becca, but it's a small price to pay for the peace of mind that comes with knowing I protected my daughter from someone who didn't have her best interests at heart. I've learned that sometimes the hardest decisions are the ones that define who you are, and I'm okay with that.